I said, huh.
I said, huh.
Huh. We back.
What is it good for?
Absolutely.
Say it again. Good God, y'all.
We back with another one of these.
Been a minute.
PvP. It is, what's the time? It is 10:21 p.m. It is past visiting hours. Welcome to the Past Visiting Podcast. We got one familiar face, two new faces. Well, I think one. Have you been on one of these, Aaron? I know Donnell. I think he's been on one.
I think I was on literally on the first one.
Oh well, shoot, never mind. We ain't got familiar faces. Donnell came in halfway through one.
Right, I came in and interrupted one.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
I think that was the same one I was in.
It might
No,
have.
no.
It
I think
was.
I hopped in and I just muted myself or something.
Oh, okay, that could have been it. I just remember you was in the call.
We back, man. It's been a minute. It's been months. Literal months.
Feels like years.
Yeah, we down a member. We down one of the OG members. R.I.P. Damien. Yeah. Hope he's off.
He ain't dead. He just
Moving on.
Nasty.
But
he's just in a better place now.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope.
Let's hope.
That's the only thing we can do. We can only hope for him to prosper. And
not if he's still playing League.
Oh, League of Legends.
That's just a league in general. I'm saying.
Fuck, man, League.
Their lives, little kid.
It really is. I don't know why people still recommend other people play League. I don't recommend you play League.
Why would you even put that on somebody?
I don't always recommend people to play League. But I'll tell them don't get hardcore into that mug, and if you're doing something,
I think it's impossible not to if you haven't experienced it.
I'll just be that. You got to know, man. You'd be like, man, you gotta look at somebody's life. They're doing pretty good, man. I ain't gonna tell them about League. Or if they'll be like, man, I really want to get into League, man. No, you don't. Your life is going good. Stay away from that game.
League has the most toxic community I've ever witnessed in gaming.
I've ever experienced. I've been in many communities.
By far. And I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops in the 2000s. You know what I mean?
Oh, folk dropping M-bombs in the chat. Hard R.
Hey, all day.
Shoot, I play fighting games, man. And it's worse than fighting games.
Fighting games,
people send you direct messages talking about KYS.
That's one thing I never forget about the fighting game community is that if you angry at somebody online, you have to stay angry because you got to sit there, find their name, go to messages, type the message on this ugly freaking keyboard thing that we got on PlayStation or if you play on Xbox or something. And send that message and hope to God they got their messages on because they could just not see it. That's dedication. Oh boy, League toxicity has no bounds.
You can catch a stray from somebody that just got mad at another person last game.
Yeah.
There's that backline rage.
Yeah, toxicity carries over. Like, all right, I'm a just play Yumi jungle because a motherfucker in the last game wouldn't have me attached to him. They kept running away from me.
Got him. The game's gonna be mean though, and by mean I mean non-existent.
So, how y'all doing? How is the life been?
Vibing, you know.
Y'all been doing y'all's own thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Donnell's been in and out. Oh, I forgot to introduce who even y'all was.
Damn.
Names. What's your names?
Boy has no name.
Okay.
Yeah, they call me Wake Up Days. Days X Days on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me. Wake Up Days on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I'm an aspiring recording artist and a money making militant. Holla at me.
My boy does have bars. He's got mixtapes on albums. He's making tons of money from SoundCloud and Spotify. You still making that like ridiculous amounts of money from Spotify listens?
No. I've made under average money. If we're being honest.
I mean, that's more than what.
But I've made more than anybody else I know from streaming.
Yeah, right. Like I don't get any
I'm happy
money.
where I'm at.
I mean,
that's all you can ask for, I guess.
You know what I mean?
Right?
If I was to say I was making tons must have changed in definition over the years.
In this day and age, you can only, ask for so much.
Can only ask for so much.
all right, preacher Jerry.
Big facts.
Try to,
Jerry, you've been out of everybody here. You've been kind of out of the loop the longest. You've been heavy dad mode.
Yeah, working, trying to get me and my girl.
You still tossing bricks for a job?
Nah, what tossing bricks?
Yeah,
what you mean?
You throw bricks at houses and make houses, right?
Whoa.
Nah,
Like you got.
I don't ever remember that.
No.
What in the name?
You don't punch giant cinder blocks and make playgrounds or something.
I hope.
That ain't me, fam.
I picture Jerry in a plaid shirt, hairy arms, just punching cinder blocks, and that's his job.
What kind of
Lifting sandbags.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
For some reason, he grew a mullet, slick back.
Like I said in Facebook chat, I'm Pillsbury Doughboy, man.
Oh boy, Halloween hit hard.
Oh. So when people poke your belly, you laugh.
Please don't say yes. Please don't. Please. Please.
Nah.
Okay, thank you.
the name of all of this good and right?
Poke your stomach, make you laugh. Oh, I know Thanksgiving coming up, so it's about to.
Man.
Woo!
Oh yeah. It'll be me and my girl's first Thanksgiving together. So.
Oh my God!
I know, right?
Oh, it's so cute, man. I wonder. It's still so crazy to me that you're gonna have a kid that's gonna be in high school. She's gonna make it to high school.
Let's hope.
Yeah, I hope. That's a good.
How do you respond to that?
I mean, we could go to World War III. Everybody just blow the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Listen,
I don't.
Prepare for the worst, but still praying for the best.
Exactly. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, boy said they can nuke us tomorrow.
I don't want to even think about my kid just not making it to the bare minimum of high school. Like,
big facts.
14? Good.
God. I mean, you're realistic. I guess.
I guess.
She's gonna be in high school though, man.
Yeah.
Nothing but daughters too.
Nothing but girls. I wouldn't have it any other way though.
I couldn't do it.
You don't want a boy?
I need a boy.
Oh, I do. I mean, me and Hannah we're probably gonna once we get married, we're probably gonna try to have one more. If it's a girl, it's over with. It's GG. I just
Same, right?
I ain't gonna spit out nothing but girls at that point. So.
Right. Facts. I'll give it
And
one more try.
And like, it don't really bother me now because like, at first it did because my brother didn't have any kids, but now he does. He has a boy, so I'm like, I mean, at least he can continue on the name. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
so it's not really a big deal for me now.
Your brother's
It's
still
like-
in Africa, or where is he?
He got deployed to Okinawa. He's in Japan right now. He just got out. He just came back from a 6-month tour in Korea.
Damn.
Yeah.
He been in the military for a minute.
Wait, he just got back from a tour and he's doing another one?
Well, he just re-enlisted. He'll be in there for 8 years. He's living in Okinawa right now. That's where his base is. But he got shipped out to South Korea to do 6 months there.
Dang.
He'll be in there 8 years.
Jesus.
I imagine he'll make a living out of it. So I can
Oh
pay him.
yeah. No, probably. No.
I might as well at that point. I've been in there 8 yees. Might as well stay in that.
No, you're
motherfucker.
right. You're comfortable.
He's a fucking sergeant. So I mean, he making decent money.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Damn.
Which
Really?
is insane because he's only been in there. He got promoted his last year. Last year he got promoted last year to sergeant. So
He been, man. The benefits that he getting is probably insane.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, one of my homies just got out. He got full disability for no reason. Like, there's nothing wrong with him, but he making like $3,000 a month
Yeah.
Damn.
for the rest of his life.
All you gotta say is you got PTSD.
I need to go to the military.
Right?
I
Like,
thought
"Nah,
about it.
I'm not happy with my life. But we got you.
Yeah. Shit, I'll be down. Army or Marines. Marines kind of scare me, but
Marines? Are you a different breed? You the Marines, cuz.
Oh yeah, he a Marine.
He a Marine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
the
You're
few,
real nana.
the proud, the Marines.
nah, you a Marine. You different.
Yeah. I remember he probably had to go through that where they tie your hands and feet.
In the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta jump up and breathe, and then go back down,
Yeah,
hit
and
the
then-
ground, jump up, breathe.
And then go get
No,
the
I think that's only for special force. I don't think that's for just standard Marines.
Oh, really?
I think so. I could be wrong though.
Now they got some. They threw them in some type of water in unbelievable positions and left them.
That's crazy.
Every time it's a different story, but it's always some. I had to get fully dressed, and they threw me off a boat, and they left me there for an hour, and I had to survive.
Something
Oh yeah,
like that.
they left my brother in the damn jungle for him and his training buddies.
I could.
They had to stay in the jungle for like a week or some shit.
That's a new.
Just
boy,
living off the land and just
I-
fucking
I
vibing.
couldn't. In the jungles, first off,
Oh.
the amount of wildlife, I couldn't do it, bro. The one night I get a tarantula in my shoe, I'm leaving.
You said it's a rich issue.
There's too many times I've heard stories of people who are deployed and they just like go walking through jungles or something and they stay out there and they just wake up the next day and for some reason a freaking a tarantula the size of a dinner plate just decided to take a nap in somebody's shoe that night. Like, no, I'm going home. No. You're not finna out here have me get my toes bitten by tarantulas.
And then he told me that they taught him first aid training. They legit fucking shot a pig and they fucking had to suture the motherfucker up.
Oh my goodness.
A live pig, bro.
Are you sure? I hope this is. I hope this isn't confidential information.
This happened like 4 years ago.
I mean, are you sure you're not being watched at the moment?
I mean,
Facts.
take me now.
I gotta change
Do
my
your
profile
worst.
picture after this.
Nah, for real.
I'm snitching, Tank. I'm telling him everything. I'm telling him where you at.
You don't know where I live.
Houston. That's all I need to know.
Houston? That's shoot. That's bet. Houston's a big place.
Yeah, it's a good narrowing down though.
They can try to find me. They ain't gonna find me. They might find me actually. Now, here's something that I wanted to talk to y'all about. And this is what I wanted to talk to Trey about, but he ain't here.
Expected.
The Travis Scott situation.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
What is
I knew
this
it.
situation? What's up with him?
I think he getting sued.
Yeah, he's like getting sued by like 11 different people. I don't know the true real facts, but that's just what I saw and read. But regardless, if you do or don't know the situation, Travis Scott had a concert out in NRG Stadium. Was it right? NRG Stadium, right? I think so. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And there was to say that there was an overabundance of people ready to get in is an understatement. For the venue, they were more than packed. They were hot dog in a can squished together, like
Sardines.
yes. And before the concert even started, the ticket booth or the entrance to the concert got overrun by the fans. They broke it down. They started running in to get to the concert. And
Yeah.
security was trying to stop them, but they broke the whole front fence down. You can see it. It was
Just started off bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And when they all got there and everybody charged in, folk was packed together. They were way too close together. But while they were busted in through the freaking front gate, and since it was so jam packed, folk were trampled, legit trampled, like on some Lion King and the freaking wildebeests running through the valley type ish. Like they was running in there like that, and folk was for real getting trampled, and 9 died.
Whoa. Okay.
9 people died, and like I think hundreds were injured or still like in the hospital.
I thought they died from like the
There was one person who
during the concert.
Yeah, 8 died during the concert. 1 died later on from injuries in the hospital.
So, I watched ever since then. Facebook has had like a lot of fucking like videos of like past artists like Linkin Park, fucking Led Zeppelin, where they're having concerts and they're doing mosh pits and shit, and like people will disappear and like they stop everything. Like they do everything they can to make sure that like the EMTs can come get these people that are
Right.
you know, stroking out, heat stroke,
Right.
whatever the case may be.
See,
But I don't think that happened at that concert, and I
See-
think that's like what the big issue is.
here's what I know. Here's the continue to rest of what happened. While folk were like getting legit trampled, stepped on, smashed against a wall, because it was for real. You can look at pictures. It was packed so tightly
Yeah.
that folk just couldn't breathe. They couldn't even move their arms. They couldn't even lift their arms up.
Yeah.
But the concert was going on, like while they were like ready to get in, while they were in there and ready for the concert to start. And the concert started in the middle of all of that going on in the crowd, and Travis Scott just kept going. And while people realized that they were way too jam packed in the venue where they were,
Yeah.
there was like a ton of people screaming like help. It was they were trying to get like security guards'
The
attention.
staff, like the people doing the videos and shit, they were like stop it, like they climbed onto where the cameras are and the camera staff, and like they didn't do shit. They just kept filming. There
was the one kid who literally climbed on stage and like got on one of the camera pedestals and was like, "Hey, stop the show! There's people dying down there. Stop the show!"
Yeah,
nasty.
And Travis Scott just kept going. Everybody, the cast, the crew just kept filming. And now that people are hurt and people are injured, the mass media want to know who to point their finger at on who is to blame for this. Hundreds of people injured in the hospital. 9 dead.
some say it should be the venue, and then some people say it needs to be Travis Scott.
So there was a reporter there's a lot of reporters who point fingers at Travis Scott because if he didn't want to perform, he wouldn't perform. Now but he probably was under contract. You know, I talked to John about it, and he was like, he's probably under like a certain contract that requires him to perform, but we don't know.
Well, shit. I'm sure Linkin Park, Led Zeppelin, all them were at their venues, and they still stopped and made it to where like the MTs could get to who they needed to.
Here's the thing.
And then the show kept going.
Almost all. I'm not gonna say all big concerts like that. Almost all concerts have ways of, or have
precautions.
You said what?
Precautions.
Yeah, they have precautions, but they also have emergency, like what do they call them? MBs?
Protocol.
They got ambulances right there. They have ambulance and they have stuff on like.
But if you still singing and like,
it just happened. It happened to a greater degree here. It happens all the time at concerts where folk fall out or they need to call a paramedics and they have them. You know, like that happens.
I'm not saying
often.
it doesn't. Right? It's just, I think he stops the concert for 10 minutes. Those people don't die. I think the EMTs are able to get to them and save them, but he keeps the show going, so no one knows. Oh, we need to let EMTs through, and they just keep doing whatever they're doing. That's how this. I don't know.
Very possible he just assumed it was a concert as usual.
Right.
But I know it's somebody's job specifically to, if the crowd gets too crazy, to walk on stage or let somebody know to walk on stage and tell Travis Scott to give them directions to not do this, not do that, slow down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so many precautions that's supposed to be done. That's not Travis Scott's fault. Travis Scott is literally a recording artist. And you know what I mean, a rapper. There are actual concert planners. There are actual people that's over safety guidelines, event planners. It's hundreds of people that are between him and that problem that are supposed to work together for it all to go smoothly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Security managers, people that's actually in security. You know what I mean?
Right. And
like, it's so many people.
One of the reasons why I brought you on is because I wanted to talk to you about, because you've probably been to one of the most you probably been the most frequent concert goer in the group. Like you go to concerts all the time.
Yeah, I've been to a lot.
So I wanted to talk to you and see like how, you know, how is it set up? You know, like how is like do you see any, is it often that you see folk just fall out, or is just like that packed, or at least to some degree like that kind of squished together?
So at every concert, just at least 3-4 people pass out. Like, it's just a concert thing. It gets so hot, so crowded, people standing up from 6 to midnight, people fall out. I passed out at an Erykah Badu concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, never thought it would be me. Like, I've been to so many concerts, never thought I'd be the one to just fall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's a thing. Mosh pits also gonna always be a thing at concerts. I've been to multiple concerts that had crazy mosh pits. Like my first Kendrick concert, crazy. Flatbush Zombies concert, everybody's jumping around, elbowing, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's also a part of it. But it is also just concert etiquette. If somebody's hurt, you help them up. But from what I've read from people that's been at that concert, no, they didn't have that in the crowd. Like, people were falling out, people were on the ground, and everybody keeps raging and keeps going crazy rather than trying to protect that person on the ground. Right. And there was already over capacity because of how many people snuck in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it was just a horrible situation. You know what I mean? Like, they were saying it was so packed that, like, if you were to put your hands up while you were in there, you couldn't put your hands back down. That's how packed they were while Drake was performing, before everything started even getting crazy. They said it got to the point where if one person fell all the way to the left of the stage, everybody fell all the way to the right side of the stage.
Damn, domino.
Exactly. Like they said, like, that's how packed it got. And that's like, as they get into a few songs with Travis Scott, that's, you know what I mean? Like, you know how Travis Scott songs already are, and how he rager, you know what I mean? Like, that's him. That's half his brand.
Yeah.
So it was a bad combination, and that's how it unfortunately ended up. You know what I mean? Because think about even the people that got trampled over on Black Fridays and died. You know what I mean?
So, and it ain't even that. It ain't even just as packed. It's probably way less people.
Yeah,
exactly.
The whole situation just sounds like somebody in some other section of that concert wasn't doing their job, or somebody that was overall managing the event didn't have the proper security protocols. Because quite frankly, if you got fans that are literally breaking like the actual like ticket booth and stuff like that, that's a mad red flag right there. I'm stopping the concert immediately. Like, if I'm like security or something like that, like, no, hold up, too many of y'all, some of y'all gotta leave. When you start pulling people and do something, like, because there was too many red flags before the concert even started.
Now, we know they said that the concert went off for a 40 minutes before they decided to actually stop it. In that time span, there was an interview that one reporter did with Travis Scott's attorney, and his attorney said that he was constantly trying to get people to help each other up during the concert. He was it was partly his idea to stop the concert because while he was performing, people were he could see like the one or two people who were falling out or like who need help. Now, do you think that he should still get partial blame for still continuing to perform?
Who, Travis?
I mean,
Travis,
if there's
if they told Travis to stop and they didn't, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see if Travis Scott actually tried to stop the concert. If he did, then he did what he could. But if he didn't say anything, I feel like at that point, like something you liable for something. That's just how I see it.
And
I feel like some of that's good.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's very possible he could have looked out and said, "Hey, yo, there's some nonsense going on out there." Like before it even started, I don't know if I should be going out there performing. And they said, "No, go and perform anyway," or something like that. Somebody could have done something like that. So he could have said something off record, so nobody would really actually know if he said anything or not. And they just told him, "Nah, just go out there and perform, ignore the crowd or whatever."
And it might have just been, business as usual, right? Because his attorney also said there's a lot of flashing lights, which is true, right? He probably couldn't even see almost half the crowd, like all the camera phones, the lights and stuff. He couldn't see specific small individuals, right? Who were he saw a few according to his attorney, but he probably just for him I could see just him thinking the show just got to go on, right? But
yeah, you probably see people falling, but to think somebody getting stomped out, you know what I mean, or somebody's dead under there,
right?
I know. Like, I highly doubt that he's thinking, "Ooh, somebody dead under there. I'm going to keep performing." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But if he was told, "Y'all need to stop, people are getting hurt," and he kept going, then that's on him. You know what I mean?
I couldn't imagine getting like. It bothers me if I step on like a crumb with my bare feet, or I step on a bottle cap with my shoes on. Imagine stepping on a person and being like, feels like a skull. Like, I better keep standing there. Like, wow. Like, oh man, I stepped on this. It feels like a neck. I'm stepping on right now. Like,
I hope you don't know the feel of a neck.
Anyway,
hey, you could imagine.
Oh man, that's just crazy to me. I couldn't. It bothered me so much, but I guess it was so packed tight they couldn't exactly look down to see, right?
Right.
That's crazy to me. And also, we know that before it all started, the fire department got in contact with the venue that was holding the concert and said, "This is going to be a problem."
Right.
This is the head fire department chief's words. You can Google it if you want to. They let them know that is going to be a problem because they get called a lot of times around the year when big names do concerts, like, be around. Pyrotechnics could go wrong, stuff like that. And they let them know beforehand that this is going to be a problem. They knew the capacity,
but they the ones that's supposed to shut it down.
I'm
just saying, if a building's over capacity and the police and the fire department pop up and say, "Hey, y'all have 100 people over capacity. Everybody needs to go home, or we need to regulate." You know what I mean? That's literally their job. That's why they was there saying that.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's some loophole in there that says they're not actually supposed to interfere. They're supposed to just suggest or something.
At that point, it's up to the vendor, like, "Oh, okay, well, I don't really give a fuck."
I mean,
honestly, at that point, it just sounds like everybody should have been doing more. Mm-hmm. Like, there's stuff everybody could do. There's not really one place to play, one figure or person or group to place the blame on. Everybody could have done something and done something more. I don't think it's fair to really just come specifically at Travis Scott for it because he's the performer. He's the figurehead, so they figure, oh, punish him and then everybody else gets away with it.
Right, so he's like, the most recognizable face.
Yeah, so they feel like if something's done to him, then quote unquote justice will have been done. When in actuality, it could be not even close to being his fault. It's literally all these other things, all these other factors that should have been addressed, or people who really should have just said, yeah, nah, we're not gonna let this fly. You need to get these people out of here, or cut this population in half, or whatever, or we gonna shut this thing down ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because it's Live Nation's concert. You know what I mean? Like, Live Nation is the throw. Travis Scott is just the headliner. You know what I mean? And they you want to put it under saying it's Travis Scott's event and name it after him and do all this because that's you know what I mean? Nobody cares about Live Nation. Who is that? Like, saying it's Travis Scott, everybody shows up. But I feel like it's a good amount of people you should be blaming before that.
Yeah, people are dead. This ain't no. I know one of them is like a 9-year-old boy in a coma. Yeah, 9-year-old kid brought his son. I don't know why you would bring his son to a Travis Scott concert. No 9-year-old.
Like I said, like, my thing is, I feel like because Travis Scott is a figurehead, right? Like, he is the reason for, you know, the concert and everything. Like, you're there to see him, right? If he did try to stop it, I feel like people would have listened.
See,
I think that's my big my thing. Like,
see,
if he would have said, "Hey, chill out, everybody give space," they would have listened. That's why I feel like a lot of people are going after him because he has a lot of power at that point to be like, hey, just chill out, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You gotta also understand though, if something like that was to just get shut down, he's gotta understand that it could be the wrong crowd. That crowd could just go crazy, like get pissed off. It could get worse.
But at least he thought to do the right thing.
Yeah. At least he would take a step in the right direction. But if the concert stopped and the crowd turns into an angry mob,
that's not on him though. He at least tried.
But he's got to take that in consideration since he's the one that's going to be controlling the crowd.
Yeah, because at that point,
but if he stop it and they do an angry mob, then it's not on.
I'm not saying stop the concert completely. I'm saying just stop it momentarily to get the people that are hurt and injured out of there. That way they can get medical attention and then resume things how they were.
I wish.
Maybe.
I wish it could go down like that.
There's like I said, there's multiple artists that it's happened. Like, they've done that, and the show resumed, you know, without anyone dying or getting.
Yeah.
Nah, it was Linkin Park, fucking Led Zeppelin, fucking like big names that like stopped shows, and like people were getting trampled in mosh pits, and they legit like were able to stop it.
But there wasn't even room to have a mosh pit in the Travis Scott concert. Folk were literally. I get that. That couldn't do anything.
It's just that's my point of view, though. That's just how I see it.
I'll put it to you like this, though, too. If he stops it and that crowd, even for that little bit, and the crowd suddenly turns into an angry mob, then what happens if more people get hurt than what did, or more people get killed than what did?
I mean, he can't get blamed for that.
They would still flame him because
I wouldn't at that point.
Because look, like you may appreciate the fact that at least he tried to stop it. Other people would come at him and say like he shouldn't have done that, knowing those people were crazy in the first place.
Yeah. And that's not a far-fetched idea, considering the fact that they broke through the freaking gates to get in.
Because I fully understand what you're saying. Like at least like show that he tried to stop it. But honestly, at that point where it was kind of a lose-lose situation for him.
Yeah. I do it. I try to do exactly what you said, Jerry.
I would have tried everything I could to have saved as many people as I could have.
Honestly, if I'd have heard that the ticket booth and stuff and people are breaking in like that, If I'd have heard that and I was the performer,
I would have stopped
I wouldn't
it.
have started.
Facts.
I wouldn't have started.
Facts.
That's-
Like this whole situation points to they broke this ticket booth. Oh no, I ain't saying. Like we stop. Let's stop this right here before it gets any further.
Yeah, let's clear this up.
Then we can hash out this concert. Maybe I'll sing a few bars, but no.
But that's just me. In all honesty, I think it's just.
They were talking about like how demonic his concert was.
What?
People are mad and they want someone to blame. And since that happened at a Travis Scott concert, ninjas are like, "Oh, we always knew he was terrible and blah 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 because something bad happened." It's classic. Something bad happens at somebody's concert. I always knew he was trash. Blah 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 blah. That's when the talk starts.
Oh man,
it's just so classic, man.
I wonder if it has ever gotten like that at like a Drake concert. I'm assuming it has, right? Because it's Drake, you know.
Yeah, it has.
Have you been to a few Drake concerts?
Talking about me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, I watched it online and seen that shit.
I know folk fall out.
No, it gets fucking wild. I mean, cause mosh pit is just a thing. It's just what they do down there.
Worse. Oh, I would hate to be in the crowd for that song in Impact.
Yeah.
With worst behavior play. No, I'm leaving.
I'm gonna grab a hot dog or something.
I don't want to be around y'all on y'all's worst behavior.
Dang. Condolences to the families, man. That's tragic.
Tragic.
That's
Probably could have been avoided. Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I'd have went out there and shut it down the moment I heard they broke the ticket booth and bust through the gates and some folks sneaking in. I'm like, yeah, nah. Shoot, that's insane.
I really wanted to hear Trey's point of view on it.
Yeah. Unfortunately. God damn it. Anyway, a 9-year-old. Now here's dang man, a 9-year-old is in a coma, bruh.
Yeah.
Cause some idiot. Oh. Arcane. Arcane,
Yeah,
Act 1. I was about to get irritated.
Classic.
You think Arcane 1 is a part 1 is a classic?
You mean Act 1?
Act 1. Classic.
Part one.
Yeah, I think they did. They gave everybody exactly what they wanted.
It's a classic, my brother.
It's a elongated short that they do for the game. They did it in 3 episodes. They didn't do too much, didn't do too little.
Ended with just the right amount of spark.
That's exactly. Gave us the story we wanted in detail. Let us see the world of the game people been playing for 10 years. Perfection.
Now, Jerry, let me just ask again. You've watched Act 1, right?
Correct. Yes.
Right. Okay. And you haven't watched Act 2.
I have not. No.
Also, I've not watched Act 2 yet.
There you go. So I'm not the only one. Thank you.
I watched the first episode of Act 2.
Man, it was such a surprise to know that wasn't just another eye roller from Riot Games.
Facts.
Which is it's a shock to me. It's a shock. I was prepared for it.
It was great. It was a great setup for characters. He's like, oh, I didn't catch your name. It's Victor.
Boy,
That shook me. I was like, oh.
boy, I was so ready. I was like, that's Victor, bro. I know that's Victor. I recognize everything I read in his lore, bro.
Mm-hmm. You heard the accent.
It's Victor.
It's Victor.
The king.
Mm-hmm. I can't talk about some other stuff because I at least watched that first episode, so I saw some stuff, but I can't mention it. Obviously, because Jerry hasn't seen it, so.
Bruh.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all need to deafen me, go ahead.
No. Because
No.
he hasn't watched all of Act 2, so there's no point in just talking about the one episode.
Yeah. It's just that one. It's just that one thing that was I really enjoyed looking. And I was like, hey. Because as soon as you watch that, at least that first episode, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, hey, that's that thing, bro.
Easier. Act 1. Heimer. I'm still not understanding Heimer.
What do you mean?
Well, the thing is, in the lore, Heimer doesn't. He looks like a small human, right? He uses glimmer. All Yordles use glimmer in the face of humans, right, to appear human. This Heimer don't look too human. That was the whole reason he could work in Piltover, right? He appeared, him and Ziggs. You could look at their human forms. They got pictures of them. I don't look nothing like Heimer. Heimer is in his standard Yordle form.
I didn't know that. I'm not deep in the lore of League of Legends at the moment.
Yeah, well, the lore starts to kind of be in.
I think the lore is fucked. I used to know some of it, but then they changed so much.
The
Is that
lore?
current lore?
What are you talking about?
Them looking like humans.
Yes,
Interesting.
it's called Glimmer.
Maybe he is using it, but we don't know.
Maybe. You know what? You might be right.
I don't know. That could just be changing things up. Turns out they don't actually need it or something like that.
Maybe. Act 2. Anyway, Act 1.
Dang.
I'm still on.
Cool.
I'm
Jace
still
is cool.
Yeah. Jace is insane.
Jesus. That dude's stupid.
Man, bro, I loved the story of Vi and Jinx. Like,
Yeah,
man,
it's
it
interesting.
was
Very interesting.
Vi throws hands.
Bro. Throw hands.
bro.
If there's anything Arcane has made me want to do is pick up Vi.
Throw them
You and
hands.
everybody else.
Bruh. I'm trying to figure out why they just don't put that version of Vi and replace it with the one we got in game. Kind of like that
I mean,
one.
technically, we got it in this game.
See, man.
I mean, technically, we got it in this game.
The kids, man. At the end. Freaking Milo. What's his name?
Yeah,
Man, bro,
Milo was
that-
one of them.
That
Oh.
it was tough to watch. It was tough.
Oh.
Yeah, that
And
was
that-
big sad, bro.
I said no.
I was-
Oh.
I was looking at that mug and I was like, "Oh my god, please no!"
Spoiler alerts, by the way, if y'all haven't seen it. Just saying.
Oh yeah, spoilers.
Got him.
I don't remember
I
watching.
was so upset. I was like, "Please, Like they're going to survive. They're going to get out.
Not
And
the,
it
No.
all
not the
because she
kids.
wanted to help. Just because she wanted to help.
Man, I got so much I want to say that I can't say.
Bruh.
Why can't you say it?
It's in Act
It's
2.
season 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but just know it gets much better, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it so we can continue the
Oh, I
conversation.
know. It's getting better. So first,
Comparing the 2 acts, I definitely enjoyed Act 1 better than Act 2. But, you know, this is just this is the in between. This is the grace period, right? Like, this is all right. We got our characters.
In Act 3.
Yeah.
Boy, I am liking. I have to say, I like Caitlyn a lot more as a character.
Really?
I can't say specifically why because it's part of some Act 2 stuff, but I like her more as a character.
I thought she was kind of boring.
I thought she was born at first, but then she started doing a little bit.
Caitlyn.
Oh yeah,
She gets
Act 2 made her
established.
real cool.
She gets established. That's all we.
Well, let's move from Arcane before spoilers can drop. I would suggest that personally.
I'm calling it right now. The next thing they released is going to be in Demacia of the Mage Rebellion. It's going to be called the Mage. It's going to be about Demacia.
I think you mean Ionia.
Nah, Mage.
No, we got Ionia.
Nah, Mage Rebellion. It's the most established one. Like they already got a short novels about it. I mean, I know they got short novels about Zed, Shin, and Jin.
Ionia. Say you up in there.
Nah, man.
I'm not gonna be centered around a collie.
Really,
bro, no, I want them to do the whole like.
They gotta do the Shingu order.
Shin, bro, that would be lit.
That would be lit.
They gotta do them like while they're training in the What's it called?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Kinku order.
Yep.
Yeah, they gotta do it while they're both growing up in training.
With Shin eventually taking over as Eye of Twilight.
Yeah, but the thing is though, right? How do you stretch that for 40 minutes an episode?
You know how much I can put in it?
Like
But
go
like
through
what,
their childhood
though?
just like they did Vi and Phoenix, and then like maybe
But
time skip a little bit.
There was interest. The interesting stuff comes like after everything.
Right, but I think you can see like why Zed starts to like maybe go the way he does. You know what I mean?
How do you stretch that for 40 minutes?
It's very possible.
Take that one aspect, right, and stretch that in 40 minutes. Take the when they were kids, right, and they were in the Kinku order training. What's wrong? Hello?
Hello? You?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm getting fucking fucked up here.
What happened?
In Apex.
Oh,
He got dropped on.
man. But like I was saying,
Damn.
how do
I
you?
feel like you could just put. I feel like it wouldn't be just specifically the story of Zed.
Right,
you
it'd
would
be
put-
Zed and Shin.
It'd be just. I would make a story of just straight up the Kinku orders on how they all became who they was. Akali leaving and then come back and center it around Jin.
Yeah, it's so much to do. Like so much to, and I feel like they kind of they don't go too deep in the lore in the game, so really they can still spec up a lot of relationships and who people are, like the same way they doing in Arcane, because like we never knew how deep these relationships and friendships were till we seen them on the show.
If they do all of it, I can see it. If they do while they were growing up, during training and going on like whatever missions or whatever they were put on, and the leader favoring Shin's father, basically favoring Shin over Zed. So
Zed over Shin.
Because they still have Master Yi and Yasuo and all them Ionian too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have absolutely unlimited space to make a giant story.
The thing is, though, that they don't. For that, they would need to make a separate thing. The thing is, that how it's easy with Piltover and Zaun is that they all intertwine with each other at some point. Like Jace intertwines with Caitlyn, and then like Caitlyn intertwines with Vi, but Vi and Jinx start, but then like it's just.
I don't think fucking Yasuo and Akali ever really meet up or do anything in the
They
lore.
may have crossed paths at least once or twice, but if it's Yasuo has his own thing going on.
That's how fucking movie right there.
They still got Master Yi and Wukong.
If you want to be real, make a movie about Jax. Make a show about Jax. He travels the world and literally meets just about almost everybody.
I'm pretty sure he squares up with Garen. It was unnamed, but I'm pretty sure he squared up with Garen and beat his tail.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Just a solo Jax.
Just a solo Jax show of him like going to like different places and parts of the world. And like,
I don't like Jax that much.
His story is pretty interesting.
The fact
I'm
that
just glad they didn't do Demacia and fucking Noxus.
Demacia and Noxus would be mad easy though.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. You can honestly solve their entire conflict in one scene. They're just two big powers of military. The
Black Rose itself would be interesting.
That'd be cool, right? I mean, obviously, right? If you do Noxus, you'd have to bring up Ionia, right? You can't just. Ionia is such a big part of like Nox.
It would get mentioned for sure.
Yeah, like it's somewhere. Has to bring up. There's too many characters who were kids who were stolen from Ionia and brought to Noxus.
And then you could do shoot. God. That was on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know. You can do I don't think people would like it, but you could do a Bilgewater.
Honestly, they might as well have already made a series for freaking Lucian and Senna.
Yeah, but how much freaking animation they put behind it for that ruined event.
And Viego,
that would have been an easy show. Super easy show. That's so much content because you can go back to Senna as the Sentinel getting trained by Lucian's dad. Mm-hmm. And then meeting up with Lucian, and her getting trapped, his adventures. Like
it wouldn't be canon, but you could do a episode. You could do a character recruit episode.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
But if we're trying to keep it canon, then the most likely would probably be something Demacian or Ionian.
That whole ruined event. It honestly just makes me hate Viego, but like, this motherfucker ruined the world over one bitch.
Facts. And that chick told him, "Hey, stupid."
Right? And she was like, "Hey, this is kind of stupid, bro. Like,
say, hey, stupid.
You acting an ass out here, Viego."
She really did. He said, "Hey, little asshole. Stop that."
Yeah, she was the one that killed him.
Stop that.
There's a relationship joke in there somewhere, but
probably.
A man gives everything to a woman, but she don't like the way she's getting it, so and he wants to stay with her forever, so he does something stupid to have them stay together forever, and she kills him. And now he's just eternally heartbroken forever.
Forever.
That didn't sound like a joke to me.
Yeah. Shit is like, hey, bitches ain't shit or something. I don't know. It's like niggas can't choose or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I see.
You know what? You could do Shurima, but you
I think
can.
that'd be lit.
No. Here's the thing, because Shurima's too big. There's a lot of story to go over. You could do Ishtal. You could do Ishtal. You can for real do Ishtal.
Hey, I'm about Ishtal. Yeah.
You can actually do Ishtal.
We can get my girl Kiki.
Mm-hmm. You can bring her story in. You can bring Rengar's story in. You can bring show how Malphite came to be. And how that's even possible, because he's the actual size of a mountain. Oh man. And then and you can start it off with the whole void thing taking over. You could start it with the void. I forgot what the specific name of it, but the void attack that kind of fucked everything up. Like, it'd be crazy. Oh man, you could do Nidalee.
You could do Nidalee and Nico.
Oh man.
I feel like that would be like a bunch of little side stories though.
Yeah, I guess none of them really intertwined with each other except for like Nico and yeah. But oh man, it would be. You could do something. I believe it. I believe you could do
something.
You could do something. Main character is Nico.
I wouldn't be mad at a collection of short stories.
Main character's got to be Nico, since Nico can theoretically just go around and meet random people.
Nico is everywhere and nowhere.
Nico could be the main character. That'd be fuego. You can see that she meets Rengar and that whole group.
I don't think she actually does meet Rengar.
I don't think she in canon lore does, but you could make it happen. And Rengar's story is fucked up, so
yeah,
it'd be funny. And then you can intertwine his with Kha'Zix's.
Boy, Kha'Zix.
And then Rengar comes across a man named Jax. Honestly, just make a Jax show. Just make a Jax show.
Just make a Jax show so you can see everything.
Bro, him fighting everybody would be so clean. The tragic story of how a main character loses everything. And he needs to be the one to go out in the world to find strong enough warriors to have him combat the void. That would be heat. He's been just about everywhere in the world.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be fire, bro. Imagine a story with him making it to Noxus, and for some reason he finds his way into the fight pits and smacks everybody in the fight pits, and comes across Set, and he smacks Set, and Set's about to freaking hit, like he's got his W fully charged. And then it just gets stopped by some greater entity of like the void taking over, and they gotta both. That'd be heat, bruh. Or Swain coming down here noticing there's too much dang destruction. And you're like, what is going on? Yeah.
And the boy Jericho.
Like, it'd be fire. Or Darius shows up, bruh.
Like, I have my orders. Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be fuego. What would it be called? Jerry,
Jax.
thoughts?
shit would
What
be
would it
fire.
be called?
What would it be called?
Grandmaster.
Yeah, that'd be fire. That'd be fire, Grandmaster.
This is his actual champion title, Jax Grandmaster at Arms.
Grandmaster.
Yeah, and Jax could be a great center of a show now that I think about it, because he ties in everywhere, huh?
Just
Pretty
about.
much.
He doesn't really fuck around with folks' affairs, but we don't really know what he actually does. He just goes around fighting folks.
Shoot, make him in depth, make him fight literally anybody that is deemed and strong in any region.
Right? Like, and the way he travels around is shrouded in mystery. Ryan could really pull some BS with that, right? They could be
Facts.
like, he could have actually been on a boat on one of the Noxian boats to Ionia and landed himself in Ionia. He never really helped fight, but he fought only the folk who thought that he was a part of Noxus, and that's how he ran into Lee Sin or something. Like,
Yeah. And then I already know the ending episode too. You know, at the end of the last episode, he gonna be sitting there eating an egg. He gonna fold Garen, and then he about to get ready to fight Fiora, and you cut the credits.
bruh. Oh man, and then make him have pissed off moments. Like he just seen all the bullshit that Noxus is doing. He says, "Fuck Noxus. I'm sick of governments like that." And then he just somehow winds up in Demacia, and the shit's just as bad as worse, except they
Just as
lying.
bad. Yeah.
Except that they hypocrites, and he's like, "Oh, you a mage?" And he's like, "No, but who wants a piece of the champ?" or something like that.
They just start squaring up and then smacks him and just
Right?
like he's beating me with a lamp. Imagine if I had a real weapon.
What if he didn't even start with a lamp? Homeboy only pulls the freaking lamp out if the other
Start with
person
the fishing pole.
Right?
Yeah.
No, he just starts
Dude,
with
just-
straight hands.
He just picks up whatever he sees.
Fire, yeah, that'd be fire.
What if he starts with just straight hands?
He's
Folk try to
hand me that
arrest
wood
him.
Plank. Boy, hand me that plank of wood. I'm gonna fight these dudes with whole swords.
And I think that would work for his. I think they should work for his. That would work for his redesign. Because I think since he is a champion that walks literally everywhere in Runeterra, he really don't look it. Like, what if he had like some shit from Shurima, or he had like a fur coat from Freljord, or like Demacia, he carried around like one of the emblems on if he had like a belt or something like going around his chest or something, like a wandering warrior type of look. But his weapon of choice is a lamp.
Right. That'd be fire. And if he just kept on changing weapons,
Bruh.
his lamp break every 3-4 fights, and he fighting and he pick up a whatever.
Yeah. That boy come across Garen like, "Draw your sword," and then he pulls out a literal stick.
Right.
He said, "Are you from Noxus?" Squares up. How about thee?
He said, "You're going to use a knife?" He's like, "I couldn't find a smaller one." That'd be heat, bro. I'd watch it.
I would definitely watch it. That's my dude.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch every single one they do, especially how good they did on Arcane.
Dude,
Mhm.
I'm saying they,
I support.
because that first, I'm telling y'all, the first act, A+. Second act, S tier. They have taken it to the next level.
I didn't like the second act as much as the first. Not to
Did
say
you
it
hear
was not to
the
say it
wrong-
was not to say it was bad. Yes, I heard it. Not to say it was bad. But it's just it didn't have that like, oh wow, like that wow factor. That
Well, it's because it's because in the first act they introducing you to the world and the characters, and in
Right.
the second
Yeah.
they're expanding on the situations and how it's evolved over time.
Mm-hmm.
What about Poppy?
That's what they supposed to do.
What
Is
about-
get
what
you
about
in,
Poppy?
Get you to say
I feel
wow
like-
in the first 3 episodes.
I feel like Poppy would make a good show.
I don't think she would.
Poppy?
I think she has
Even
one
though
solid
she
has
go
one
around
solid
looking
episode.
for
She does.
fucking
The owner of the hammer.
Yeah.
She really just stays in Demacia. She originally looked for the owner of the hammer, but now her lore just lands her in Demacia, and she's just helping Demacian guards or whatever. That's where her lore ends. Like she's not.
Yeah, that shit seems boring.
I thought it was
Very
the
much so.
old shit where she's out there looking for the rightful owner of the hammer.
The only wandering person who's looking for folk, as far as we know, is Jax.
That's all Yanderer, right?
He's not looking for anybody.
He just wandering. He just out there. Just
his
Dude,
lore
that
started. His
sounds-
lore started to where he was
That
wandering
means
to.
he can make it into anything. That means he can go anywhere. He can. Yeah, that's one of the coolest characters because he's a samurai. You know what I mean?
He's technically looking for Riven, right?
yeah.
At first,
looking for
but now
Riven?
that they released Yone, he
cut down
stopped.
his master.
You say because she what?
She cut down his master.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
That's
how
a good
his
story.
that's how his lore started. But once they added the short stories with Yone and him, like them meeting each other as a part of the lore, he's no longer like he's looking to atone on some Sasuke Uchiha type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have a series on Yone, him slaying demons and shit. I don't know.
So that'd be good in that. I think if it's in that dream world with all the dream characters, I think that'd be cool.
Dream characters, huh?
Or is that just not dream, but like death characters, I guess. Like
What do you mean?
undead characters.
That's fucking Shadow Isles.
Well, not
He's-
Shadow
he's-
Isles. I'm
he's
talking
like-
about Yon, because that's where like Kindred is, right?
Kindred is everywhere.
Kindred is everywhere. Kindred is death itself.
So I was thinking like Yon, Kindred. What's her name?
If
Lily,
you see if Kindred ever pops up, the show's over.
Facts.
if
Somebody
Kindred,
is dead.
If Kindred ever pops up, the show's over. Like there's
Somebody
no-
is dead.
Yeah.
That is the aspect of death.
One gives.
You can't.
No, now I'm about to just be real.
They could establish Shaco.
You.
I couldn't say that with a straight face. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Shame yourself.
right? Like,
I mean,
why?
out of all the lead characters, we know
Why?
the least about Shaco. We don't know where he's from.
Yeah, we can delete
I feel like we
can
don't
delete it,
know
bro.
where really anything about the void.
We know
Yeah, we can delete it.
the void. The void is weird. That's another reason why I didn't like the ruin stuff. Is because it was like the big tragedy of Runeterra. Like it's the big bad force of Runeterra, but the void is the big bad force of Runeterra.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, like
Maybe do a
the void is literally
series
a thing
on
where
Cassidon.
Cassidon.
His life in the void. I don't know how he gets Kaisa.
That's
Well,
not even.
He can't. Yeah, we can't even establish that because he hasn't
Well, I
gotten
thought that
Kaisa. It's not even confirmed that that's his daughter, even though it clearly is.
Why? What? Oh, why is everybody saying that that's his daughter?
It basically is.
Because it's one of those things you can guess, but it's not actually something that's been hard said. Like people figuring that Jinx and Vi were sisters, but that was never something that was hard said.
Yeah.
Because I thought those two were just lovers. I didn't know they were sisters at first.
Wait, what?
You thought Jinx and Vi was lovers?
I thought they
At
was just
first.
some hoes.
There was nothing.
I thought they was sisters canonically.
They
Like,
are
I mean,
now.
we know that
They
now.
are
but I
now.
thought that's always been the case.
No, I
No.
just thought they were lovers.
Shit, we
Of some
finding
sort.
out. We finding out who Vi's lover is now.
I guess so.
And I have very My respect for Jace has shot me through the roof.
Anyway, before we spoil something, because Donnell
Yeah,
spoiled
like
sound.
God
I'm just
damn,
saying.
like
I ain't say
shit.
nothing. I'm just
I don't
saying.
know.
Not yet.
Your arm's starting to
I'm
itch.
just saying. My respect for Jace is through the
Stop.
ceiling. Like I might start playing him.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I don't know about Cassidy.
Please play Chase.
I think it'd be. I think like his life in the void would be like a
I
lit.
don't think he's not in the void anymore. Right now,
He was at one point though.
At
Like,
one point, he tried to harness the void. He's going after Malzahar because he blames Malzahar for the reason the void portal was even opened, so they could get so him and his family get attacked.
That dude Marzahar is kind of a bit
That boy an asshole.
big
Yeah,
problem.
can I say something real quick?
It depends.
I know we've passed. It's not a spoiler.
Okay.
But I know we've passed the subject. But the little boy that we were talking about that was in the coma from Travis Scott concert just died.
no.
What?
Yeah, literally, like the news just released 30 minutes ago. That he passed
Damn,
away.
bro. Fuck.
But yeah, that was all. I just wanted to put that news since that was the topic, one of the topics of the day.
Hold on.
Bro, what the fuck?
It did
Yeah, he
drop
was 9.
30-something minutes ago. Or 2 hours ago. Wow. Wow. Wow, bro. What? What? And he was one of the ones that was trampled.
Yup.
Dad was right there next to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dad said he lost him in the crowd. Like literally, like fell over like 2 times and said he could not find him.
That's tough.
God damn.
Whole tragedy.
You're never supposed to bury your kids. Never.
Not no 9-year-old.
No.
Just in general, you just don't want to have to watch. You want to die before your kids die.
Right.
Facts.
No matter what, like.
Dang. Now who they gonna play, bro?
Man,
A child died. Now, nothing.
That's gonna be a big word.
Ain't no more. I get those goosebumps every time. No, none of that.
Yeah, that's sad case.
Damn. Yeah, they.
But I think it's time concert etiquette is brought back up. You know.
Yeah.
I hate it had to be this way, but you know, like. Now, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure people will be more aware in concerts from here on out. Like,
100%. I hope so.
You know, even though we are in America, the home of people that only give a fuck about themselves.
Facts.
That's
the real problem. Like,
don't spread too much truth now.
You know what I mean? But hopefully this can be one of those things like, hey, we don't want this to be a Travis Scott incident, and we can think about that at every concert. We can have fun.
Yeah.
Let's go crazy. Let's crowd surf. Let's jump in the air. Let's scream songs. But somebody's on the ground. Let's help them back up. Let's make sure security is in working order.
Let's make sure we
can fucking breathe.
Right. Let's make sure.
Right.
Let's all be smart and not break down the freaking barriers of it.
Right. Broke down a barrier. What?
Broke down the entire front fence.
I watched that video, and you see the fucking security guards like fucking
Holding the
trying
dude. Yeah.
trying to trip him and fucking.
That's ridiculous.
That's what they
Just
shit get,
bunch
bro.
of fucking idiots. That shit just pissed me off. I'm glad I don't work in security. If I don't know what I would have done in that situation. But
everybody.
But keep my composure is not one of them. If my job is to make sure people get in an orderly fashion and they just start running, I'm not saying I would clothesline somebody. I'm not saying I wouldn't either.
I'm not saying I wouldn't just uppercut them to the moon and back, but I'm certainly thinking it loudly.
Yeah, that's just fucking idiots. Idiots, man. Idiots. Just that's some follow the leader type shit. Cause the first few motherfuckers that did it, everybody can do it now. Hey. Oh. 9-year-old man.
You know what? And it was crazy. Yeah, I think these young kids are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This
Like-
new generation, something
Like-
ruthless.
I think we barely made it out. Like, I felt like my generation was crazy, but it only got worse and worse. Like, these young dudes now, like,
They don't give a fuck.
They don't.
they be
They don't.
16 just going around shooting each other. I'm like, what kind of drama are you in?
But y'all
Why
Why
shooting
you
just
still
to be
stay with
shooting.
your parents
Mm.
in the suburb home to where
I
you have to
don't
go
know.
kill somebody?
It's just honestly, I think it's the parents.
You think so?
I don't know what else it could be. The home practices of
Yeah, it got it low key. Because it's like, it all starts from
it
what
starts
you
at
see.
home.
Parents,
It does.
probably parents that are too young enough to know how to raise a kid properly. Which, I mean, there's no book or true guideline to doing so.
I don't think you're truly ever ready for a kid.
Yeah,
I
but
think the
there's,
game is just different now.
I feel like
Like,
it's true. There's not really a definitive way to know you're ready, but like at a certain point when you have a kid, like common sense should be somewhere. But a lot of these parents have no common sense with their kids. Like they can't tell them, "Hey, stop doing this." Like nipping all this little stuff in the bud before it grows into something as serious as shooting people and stuff like that. Like there are signs to this type of stuff, and if you're paying attention, you can see them.
but also at the same time, it's too many situations that I've seen, like, where it's just the choice that the child / teenager made. Like, I know too many people with a great upbringing, great parents. Like
They just
I
choose the
wish
wrong
my
path.
parents was like this. You know what I mean? But in real life, you more raised by who you around and who you choose your circle to be than your actual parents. You know what I mean?
Parent can
Like,
only do so much.
environment.
I think so. I think there is some truth to that, but it's got to start in the home.
Oh yeah,
It's got to
100%.
start at home.
But a parent can only do so much.
A
Though,
parent
like,
can only do so much, but a parent can also prepare their child at least somewhat for what they are going to experience. Let them know, like these are the type of people you're gonna meet. Now I told you that you need to act properly. Don't be acting no fool out here. Like that's the generation I grew up in.
yeah.
Don't be acting
Same.
no fool, or else you gonna get this.
That's how
You gonna get this work
like-
when we get home.
like with me bringing up Maddie, like my dad would not beat me, but like if I did something wrong,
Same.
like I was getting it. You know what I mean? And I mean, I think I turned out okay.
So what's wrong for you? Like, what was your wrong things?
Like smoking weed. He was a cop. He didn't like it. He don't
Oh my
approve of
God.
it. Found out, and I got my ass beat,
Yeah.
And now
which is
look at you.
understandable. Understandable. You know what I mean?
See,
But
the thing is, it's like most people, I would have got my ass beat if I got caught smoking. Like, I just happen to not get caught. But the thing is, I think like who you are as a person just worked out. You know what I mean? Because think about it, like you could probably still smoke, do all this, but if you have the desire to just be in the streets or want to fight and want to shoot and want to, you know what I mean, do
Yeah.
all that, who could stop you as a man?
yeah, 100%.
Your friend should.
You know what I'm saying? As good as your parents are, could you have not still chose the wrong path if you wanted to?
If you wanted to.
That's the thing that I mean. Like that's just
I
like this.
I think
This
it's
but
the
this was
era.
crazy. I seen I was watching some dumb they they be on the Las Vegas Strip and just asking a bunch of questions with the microphone and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So they asked, I think it was literally 20 women, black women. It was like they said drug dealer, scammer, 9 to 5. Which one you choosing?
Oh yeah. I think I saw that.
Nobody chose 9 to 5. 9 to 5 was the last choice every time. So even think about the fact of like because the thing is, as a 9 to 5, most of the time you making more. Like, I mean, not most of the time. There's a good chance that you're making more than a scammer or a drug dealer. Because unless you really moving some weight, drug dealers don't make that much money like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Drug dealers be still having jobs and having to do that on the side because they can't pay the bills and have some leftover money with that.
You still gotta pay for the drugs. You know what I mean?
A little $200, $300 on the side ain't finna do too much.
You know what I'm saying? People, you probably got a good 20 customers coming in spending, you know what I mean, $50 a week or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just but even think about the fact of like, oh, we like drug dealers. It's like if you not choosing that life, like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you want to be? You more valuable if you risking time in jail or risking yourself in a dangerous environment.
Yeah.
As a black man, you know what I'm saying? But if a white dude making good money, or you know what I mean, or somebody making good money in that same position, you'll be like, oh, that's husband material, we're not dating material or something like that. It's like the environment in general is to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hey, I'm about to go fight this dude no more. Like back in the day, somebody make you mad, like, boy, I'll punch you in your chest. You know what I mean? Like, don't talk to me like that. Now it's nigga, I will kill you. Like that's
I'm gonna end you.
like don't
no type of fighting, no nothing. No.
I will shoot you, bro.
No pride in
that
nothing.
escalated quickly.
Like, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like what? We in third period, bro. I was just roasting you, bro. I will kill you. Like,
bro,
your head look like a peanut. All right, I'm gonna shoot you in your head. What? Whoa. You
ought to see them how they be making jokes on Facebook about the dude behind the cash register be making jokes, and then some of them niggas be like, "Hey, bro, don't play with me, bro. I'll air this bitch out." I'm like,
no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he be like, "Hey,"
and at that gas station,
yeah,
he like got the flash.
Yeah, he be like, all he's saying is like, "Hey, you hella cute, bro." He's like, "What?" You hella cute, real, bro. Hey, don't play with me, bro. And I'll come back in this, bro. I come back in this bitch, bro. I shoot this motherfucker up. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, don't play with me. I ain't like that. I don't roll that way.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
That's crazy.
Is that real?
Yeah. Everybody's so aggressive.
You know what I think it is? And this is my honest reason on why I think this is. I think it's social media and the media.
Yeah,
I think
the media is at an all-time low.
I think
when it comes to stuff like that,
like kids, like right after our generation, we came in right where in the era where technology was on the rise. You know, we just got the internet, you know, like we just got Facebook, you feel me? We just got YouTube. We grew up around that. We just been able to pause and play. Remember when you was a kid, pause and play, and freaking live TV was a big thing?
Boy, that was
like,
huge.
what?
TiVo was amazing.
DVR, man.
Bruh, like now you don't even
You got
need
5-year-olds
TV.
walking around with fucking tablets and fucking
Bruh, you don't even need
iPhones and
TV.
shit.
The iPod touches. You don't even. You could watch everything on YouTube now. Everything is on YouTube. You can watch. Like, wow, like we just came into that era. We was just coming into that big social media. That's era. Like that's where we came in at. You know, but now the generation right after, they grew. It's already established. Everything that could possibly happen on the internet you can basically look at on the internet, and it's not blocked. It's easy to get around. They could look at beheadings online. They could look at fights. Music is at an all-time high of just like where you can get it and what you can listen to and what people listen to. Everything is so easily accessible now, and kids now is exposed to so much of all of that. All of the sex and the fights and the music, all of they hear that now, and it's
at a young age.
At a young age, and they don't. That ain't new to them. Now for them, they lived it in their mind. You know, listening to Trippie Redd. You know, like they lived it.
We didn't really get internet savvy till we was probably like 10, 11, and 12. When the internet was crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Not even 10, 11, 12 for me. I had internet like that till like 13, 14.
Yeah,
I had to go
that's
somewhere.
what I was saying. Right before we got into like high school, like that's when the internet was like interneting for real. You know what I mean? Like
we just
like
got
when we had
Snapchat.
dial up. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
dial up back in the day. Like we was still we
dial
barely because they, you know what I'm saying? Like think about it. Like my little brother has had Wi-Fi since he was 3 and 4. Fast Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? We used to have to wait long periods of time before we could even play a Cartoon Network game. Like you literally used to have to sit there, let it load for like 5-10 minutes.
Bro, I remember those goddamn Cartoon Network games.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing some Kid Next Door games.
I remember if you wanted to catch your favorite show, you needed to wake up. You needed to stay. You needed to get to that TV at a certain amount of time. Now you could YouTube that. You can Google it. You can find it on multiple platforms. It's on multiple platforms, so you know ain't no point.
You missed that one episode, your friend.
That's it, bro.
Clown you like, oh, you missed it. That sucks, but
that's it, bro. You gotta,
bro. But we used to have the little books, the little book that told you what was coming on at what time.
Man,
it used to come in the mail. You would have it would be like for the whole week, and it'll tell you when the rerun, what episode was coming on again. That used to be, you know what I mean, but the internet, I feel like having that how they have it now at a real young age, you know what I mean? Because kids now can't even like entertain themselves for like 5 minutes, bro. Like true. I can still remember having to entertain myself with toys, drawing.
Ain't no point in toys now.
Bro, you can just watch TikTok.
Bro, TikTok, oh my God.
You can just watch TikTok now. Like we used to have to actually hobby something, like, you know what I mean, write letters to ourselves, write a rap, or you know what I mean, let's trace Dragon Ball Z characters, you know what I mean, like
put the paper over the Dragon Ball Z picture and trace it,
man, bro.
And trace it, you know what I'm saying. But we used to have to do stuff like that, you know what I mean, like to actually entertain ourselves. Now kids will literally, I'm bored you to death as soon as they don't have TikTok. Like
I'd be damned. My daughter don't know what TikTok is.
That's that dopamine deficiency in these kids now, boy, because they so used to everything.
I'll be damned if I let my kid watch TikTok.
Bruh.
Man, I know. I because Naya got like she got an iPod.
Yeah.
And And I just be like, yeah, just put it down. Like, you can't use it right now. Like, you know what I mean? Because, and
It's
luckily,
crazy.
like, she's not an internet child, but my little brother, oh my goodness, like this dude, yeah, it's a dopamine deficiency. Like, as soon as they don't have their electronics now, I'm bored. Like, they think they're supposed to have everything immediately. Like, I used to, like, you know what I mean? Back in the day, your mama said, I'm cooking when I get home, I'm going to eat. It wasn't like, you wouldn't just be like, oh, is the food here? I'm hungry now. Like, everything is so
Everything
instant
is easy.
gratification.
Yep, easy
Yeah,
access.
instant gratification to everything is so crazy with these kids. And I'm like, dude, like, y'all can't even wait 20 minutes for something. Like, in real life.
So, man. And now it's
crazy. I mean, me personally, I'm satisfied playing my bitch games. I mean, still electronic, but I also was raised on how to basically have fun with everything.
Yeah.
And I still feel like that's something everybody should do, is give their kids like something they can do that's not strictly electronic.
true.
Like,
let them build their own hobbies, find out what they like doing.
Like, I hear a lot of people that talk about how they'll say stuff like, at first, like, they were forced to learn piano, forced to learn this instrument, forced to learn how to play this and play that. But then come today, I'm hearing about those same people, how they got gigs playing those same instruments and making money on the side that they otherwise wouldn't be able to get.
Oh yeah.
Or they're playing basketball even for like a city league or something, or some kind of semi-pro or whatever deal, and then still having fun and being able to do something. Just like,
that's a skill.
Because they don't. Yeah, that's what they don't realize. They don't realize that they are being endowed with a skill that will help them on their journey in life. Because, like I say, I feel like there are 3 skills that if you learn how to do one of these 3 things and do them well, you will always be able to find some type of work. And I feel like that is being a musician, because you can always find somewhere to play. If you're decent or good enough, you will play somewhere. And you can if you can cook, it's food. Like, come on now.
Everybody gotta eat.
Oh yeah.
We don't eat.
Everybody looking for a line cook.
And the last one is cleaning, specifically because other people ain't gonna want to do it, and you can make some serious money doing cleaning. So if you got one of those 3 skills, I feel like that's immediately a side hustle. Immediately, it's safe, and you don't have to risk nothing. If you don't want to do it, you ain't got to do it.
That's just skills that never leave you.
Like, when I was made to help cook in the kitchen, I'm glad, because even right now, like, when I like the home training skills that I have, my girl was so surprised when I pulled out my iron the other day to iron my clothes. She said, "You know how to iron?" I was like, "Yeah, who doesn't?" And it'd be surprising me that some folks don't have that as a skill. I'm just like, wow. Like, I can't believe people don't know how to do this. Like, maybe they've never had to. Maybe they dry clean it or whatever, but skills, like just little skills that you can use that other people surprisingly don't have, or were never taught, or they were just always, I don't want to say like sheltered, but like just
they were just never
taken care of. You know, they were never made to do it themselves. It was just done for them.
I think it's too apparent that you all right, Jay?
Huh? Yeah, man. Apex, hell of a game.
Don't worry, we can wrap this up in a bit.
No, I'm good, baby.
I'm still glad that I learned how to play the violin for like 4 fucking years.
You gotta play the violin?
Yeah, I played the violin. I had a whole recitals and shit when I did.
I could see you playing the violin.
Learning to play the violin I thought that was a bitch made instrument.
I wish I kept playing the alto. I love playing the alto. I just hated my band director. He'd throw shit at you.
I played the.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have quit
wait.
percussion.
You quit percussion?
Percussion is real.
Bro,
Oh,
only because I didn't want to do like I loved
the
playing the
mallets.
drums. I really did, but being on the field and when band actually kicked in high school, I was like, I can't do this,
Oh yeah, high school band with no joke, man.
bro.
In the high
Especially when
school
you
band.
sports. Oh man,
I was never a part of high school band, but watching them was a struggle. I thought
Bruh.
football coaches were rough.
Bruh.
Watching them scream at the one motherfucker who is out of line,
Bro.
that shit had me dead. I was like, oh Lord,
Bro.
he's never playing again.
Oh.
He's getting kicked out. That's
Oh
it. He's
my
done.
god. Do anything wrong, your immediate name is getting called out. And then you're getting talked about by the rest of the band because they called you out specifically.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Golly.
And then like the fact that they had to stand out there for hours. For the folk who had to hold up their instrument, it's a struggle.
Bruh.
That's a struggle. And stand there. Half the time they didn't even do anything. It's just stand there. Hold it up.
I can still feel the pain in my shoulder blades now from that daggum harness.
Bro.
Standing there with that freaking drum, bro.
in the cold.
Yeah.
Cold, sun, all of that crap.
And I always looked at them like, what the fuck they got these big ass water bottles out here for? These big ass fucking containers. They just playing some instruments. That's how I thought. When I went out,
Right.
Before I went to football practice, I just saw them like, why they big ass motherfuckers in band with the big water bottle? What the fuck they need this shit for? While I'm practice is done and I get in my car to go home. I'm watching them still out there.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh. Oh my god, band was no joke, man. And then especially if you was in percussion, you on some literal drum line ish, bro. Look, the drum line don't rest with the band in performance or practice. We going down, we still playing.
Nice.
Then we gotta come back, play the whole time. We're the only ones to do it. And just it's funny Darnell said he quit percussion because I've heard from so many people that were like, man, if I had been in percussion, I would have stayed in band. And I'm low key, I'm like, no, you wouldn't have. You was gonna quit regardless, but you know, like that's just how I am. It's like if you wanted to stay in band, you would have stayed in band. If you wanted to be in percussion, you would have been in percussion. Like,
yeah. At the time, I'm glad I got out of playing the violin.
Nasty.
But now, it's just stuck with me how to clean the horsehair of the freaking violin and the resin and preparing it and tuning the violin and then performing in front of a fuck that. I mean, I know how to play it, but fuck that time. Nope.
Dang, violin, bro.
Yeah, I was a little skinny ass, almond shaped head ass motherfucker that played the violin.
Hey.
And I wore glasses.
In full effect.
Yeah, I wore glasses too.
Good lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's some bananas.
I could not see you playing the violin.
Bro,
You can't see me now because the motherfucker is about the size
Like
of
your
my
arms too big.
Yeah.
Snap that mug in half.
Yeah. Nah, I was.
We'll see you. I'm on my 4th violin this week.
Yeah. I mean, I was a lot skinnier. I was very, very skinny. Till I found Burger King.
Damn.
And wanted to play football. I said, fuck this violin shit. I want to hit somebody. but I'm glad I learned it. That and drums.
Love drums, bro.
Drums are fun.
Love drums.
But I
Easily the best instrument I've ever played.
I wish this newer generation found something to calm the fuck down.
Oh no, people too busy getting
They
hyped.
need some guidance.
Bruh, just
Everybody.
social media is too accessible, and they have access to literally everything they could possibly want on the internet. All the music, all the videos, all the streaming. I remember when Twitch TV wasn't even Twitch TV. It was called Justin TV. It wasn't even Twitch. It's called Justin TV.
Feel like you
Now everybody got a stream and
Right, don't that sound real? But,
man.
you know, I think music takes a big part for this generation, though. For real.
yes.
Like the thing is the amount. Like, because the thing is, you remember how parents used to look at our music.
Yes. I
The music
still
is 10
got
times worse
parents.
than what we had,
Yeah.
and we had some pretty bad music. Like,
The music today is not even like music just to be music. Nowadays, music is has some type of political platform behind it.
Yeah.
what do you
Like,
mean?
It's got like some of the music is just out there specifically to make some type of statement. Like some of the cool music that I hear people talking about are stuff that's like bashing religion or bashing people for being straight or bashing this type of people or talking bad about that type of people. That's a lot of the music that I hear that is like low-key popular among a lot of people that I've talked to myself.
I agree with that statement, and also to add on to it, I think that's truer now. But to also say that we had stuff like that was always gay bashing. Hip hop was always gay bashing when we was growing up. But the thing is, like Aaron was saying, it's just popular now. That like hip hop is the most popular like music genre right now. Hip hop or what's I don't know the name. Somebody help me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pop. There it is.
Pop. Oh yeah.
Just them the most popular music genres out right now, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It is slap everywhere.
It's everywhere. Hip hop back when we was growing up was really in specific places. It wasn't.
I mean, it was still the coolest out.
It was coolest, but it wasn't as showcased. It was not as showcased and as everywhere.
That's what I was about to say. It was what everybody wanted, but it wasn't like, for instance, like everybody knew every big hip hop song out. Everybody knew Juvenile back that thing up. Every Lil Wayne song that was hot. You know what I'm saying? But now, now it's at the point to where if your commercial isn't some remix, or it doesn't have Lil Baby on it, or it doesn't have whatever rapper or LeBron James on it, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not even marketing good if you're not using hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was talking about that watching Hulu ads, and it was nothing. Every commercial was Lil Baby, the baby, like it was some rapper song, and they like selling car insurance.
Shoot, most of if you actually look at some of the TikTok moments or the YouTube shorts or whatever moments, you'll still hear those same songs in the background. Whether it's slowed up, reverb, chop screwed, however, it's still the same songs.
Every time.
Yes.
And what's crazy, only thing, because now, like how you said, is music used to be gay bashing and all this. That's not the case at all no more. Only thing that is acceptable in rap music is to say you'll kill another black dude.
Pretty
Nothing
much.
else.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Police brutality.
You say what?
Police brutality.
Right. You can speak on police brutality, but other than that, you can't say you'll kill a white person. You can't say you'll kill a puppy.
I can't remember how many times I heard a rap or one of the mainstream rappers talk about police shooting them in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, no shit, because you shooting at other niggas.
Facts. We all know there's a whole song against the police. Shout outs NWA.
Bro, that's facts. But bro,
I don't think rappers wanna really take responsibility of knowing how much influence they have on the entire world.
they have such a big influence.
A giant influence. Like if you know
That's
what I
why
mean?
the kids are where they are now.
But it's just like I just want to make this money. I ain't really trying to think about what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But in
why
real life,
I can't
Yeah.
stand.
But in real life, you make 3 albums over 4 or 5 years. A little kid that's 11 turning into 15. You've structured his whole mindset because you know what I'm saying. Like for me, like for me, for instance, like me growing up, I became a fanatic of old school R&B. And I feel like that's really what structured my addiction to women. You know what I'm saying?
Old school R&B. What old school R&B you talking here?
Man, I'm talking about I was banging Jodeci, Babyface, you know, literally Cisco, Julia, anybody you can think of, and all they talking about is, you know what I'm saying, H-Town, you know what I'm saying, you know what they talking about. We talking about smacking ass and pulling up to the girl house with her lingerie on. I don't even know what lingerie is at that point, but I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying?
I can't even spell lingerie.
You know what I'm saying? Then you going through puberty and you see women, you like, ooh, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
what I grew up
how you
around
structure.
too.
Like it's that programming in the back of your mind.
Right.
But rappers don't want to take responsibility for
Not anymore.
things like that, especially when it comes to how much they influence
The youth
killing and shooting and the ruining of our community. You know what I'm saying? Because if they were to take responsibility like that, I think they would still be able to make hits. It may be a little bit harder.
They'd have to trash almost all of their beginning stuff, all the stuff when they
wouldn't have to trash it. They can keep it, but to show that growth and to show that, you know what I'm saying, like you found other ways to make money other than selling crack. So if you were to adamantly talk about ways that you made money other than because they be rich for 6 years and all they talk about is a trap house and selling crack.
Bro, that's why I miss Andre so much, bro.
So many investments in so many areas of life at this point have been exposed to so much, but all they're going to talk about is how they came up off selling crack and how they would still do it if they weren't rapping. Like, I don't have to do it right now, but I sell crack if I was to, you know what I'm saying? When in real life, y'all are gonna stop rapping in the next few years.
That's why I miss Andre 3000 so much, bro. Like,
you know, and that's why I respect J. Cole and Kendrick so much, because they're the pinnacle of rap.
Tell them.
And rarely talk about actually
especially Kendrick.
You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick.
Like, they are the pinnacle of rap. You know what I'm saying? And have never been gun violence advocates, or you know what I mean?
That's why I miss not Kendrick. That's why I miss Andre 3000, bro. Like, I'm so sad that he's not still in the game, because he straight up set a bar about that. He said, selling is a sin, but so is telling young men that selling isn't sin without giving them new ways to win. Like, come on now.
That's a bar.
For sure.
That was light.
Facts.
I was like, come on, dog.
And he probably just ran through that. Didn't even focus on that bar.
How many people went over there? Over the head.
Right.
Talk to them, man. Like,
but it's facts. Like I know NBA YoungBoy and especially our Chicago rappers. Oh, they've killed the community. Like,
oh man,
how many deaths are really on their hands they'll never know. You know what I'm saying? You know, I bet it's so many times dudes was like, oh man, yeah, I'm finna go rob this dude. Oh yeah, oh hell nah, he fucked my girl. Oh, I'm finna go kill his ass. I know how, you know, all that actual mentality and shit, that shit is from the back of their head programming of listening to NBA YoungBoy 15 hours a day.
Ah, boy.
Like that track, like, well, this is how I think about it. Your diet, like what you eat, is not just what you eat. It's anything you intake in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the same way, if you eat a lot of sugar, a lot of sugar gonna come out your body one way or another, and it's gonna jack up your body and make you bigger or whatever. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you eat, that's what's gonna come out. I feel like that's the same way with TV. I feel like that's the same way with music. I feel like that's the same way when you seeing stuff that your parents are doing, or you know what I'm saying, seeing the living environment that you in and all of that. But music is just is definitely one of the most influential, and TV. You know what I mean? Like, but people don't want to take responsibility for that type of stuff, and it's just like, got a lot of bodies on your hand, young man. Just because you want to sing about crack, especially the ones that ain't never sold crack or and not even coming from the hood.
I can't stand rappers who be having lyrics like that and then say they do it for the kids, they do it for the youth.
Right.
That shit irritates the fuck out of me. It's, you know,
like,
I'm doing it for the kids. I'm like, bro, wasn't the lyrics to your last song "I kill a nigga in broad day"?
Bro, facts.
Like, come on now.
Kill a nigga in broad day. I don't fight, I shoot. Like, that's literally what you're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a short temper. I have bad attitude. Like, I have no control over my emotions. I am crazy, and I shoot everybody that's around me. But if I feel like they're disrespecting me, and if I feel like they look at me wrong, you know what I'm saying?
That's man.
Yeah,
you're just inciting more violence. Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna be like him. Hey, he talked back to me. I'm gonna do like, oh boy said in this song I just heard. I'm gonna shoot that dude.
Right? You think NBA YoungBoy argue with niggas? Hell no, he shoot them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though NBA YoungBoy probably ain't like that, but that's what we think of NBA YoungBoy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you inciting?
Right? Like that's what matters. Like the image that you keep up. Like, but yeah, the diet of media right now for these young men is sending them straight to the can.
Yeah. Last thing I'm gonna say about this topic is I don't support, or I can't even say support. I don't agree with a lot of things that Kanye West does, but what he said when he was on that interview, I forgot who it was, that black bald brother. When he asked Kanye what,
Charlamagne?
No, it was another dude. He was when the dude asked him like, what do you think when people say that you've turned your back on the culture? And he's like, yeah, I have 100%. I've turned my back on the culture of victimization mentality. Like he said, I'm done trying to be a victim. I'm done. Like when you got rappers out here prioritizing fucking somebody bitch and pulling up in a foreign, you know, when that's the mentality out here, when most of these niggas ain't even got no land. And he said, America is for sale. Go buy yourself some land. And he said he's done listening to rappers who rap about stuff that'll get you locked up and then turn around and say that they about prison reform. Like,
right. Facts. And that's completely respectable coming from Kanye West, because he don't rap about that.
Nah, he don't.
He really
makes
don't.
great music. To make great music and never rapped about it. You know what I mean? That's
he kind of tripping here lately, though.
You say what?
He kind of tripping here lately.
With what?
Just just the shit I've heard. Like, I know it's just hearsay, but like that thing that with what was it? Jeffrey
Dahmer?
what? Huh?
I don't think that Epstein.
Nah, where he said that he was cheating on Kim with a dude, the drag dude. Jeffrey.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think that was that real?
Even like I said, bro, I don't agree with a lot of Kanye West.
Well, but the thing is, I don't think Kanye West is from Chicago.
I don't think he did or not, but
Kanye West is from the hood of Chicago. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Came in the game
And
with
I don't
nothing.
think Kanye West music has anybody if he does, he don't got no bodies on his music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Like to be because he's from the middle of Chicago, straight hood. You know what I mean? But everything that he has dropped has, you know what I mean? Like how could you be so heartless?
Has
you know what I'm saying?
substance
Run
to
away
it.
from me, baby. Like actual songs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like that's why I can respect anything that he says, because he's not a plague
Right.
to the community.
You can.
You know what I mean? All
can-
he ever talk about is future thinking and thinking for yourself.
You can.
Even though he say some crazy shit that he'll be like, how I think, he supports thinking for yourself and not being drawn in to the masses that is locking everybody up mentally. That's always what he says. Like think for yourself. Go find a way to make some money. Go do this. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? Like he constantly says that, rather than mentally locking everybody up and saying, shit, I sold drugs. Like I sold, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't
changed
go
the
to jail.
game.
I went to jail for 5 years. I go back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't listen to Kanye West a lot, but one thing that I can definitely say about him from what I've seen is that you can call him a lot of things, but one thing that you better call him is passionate. Yeah, that brother is passionate about anything he want to do.
He's
I ain't gonna
passionate
lie, I would
about
have to-
Trump. That had me.
And the thing is, bro, the rap game does him dirty all the time.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like the mass, like when he was like the big rap star, and then when he went on record and was like trying to go stop rappers from gay bashing, like folk looked at him like he was crazy. Like when he tried to support folk, this was way back in the day too. This before folk was canceling people. Like he said, hey, I don't know what it is. You know, you can watch this like a 12 to 15 minute video. It's like it's just weird to me that, you know, like we as a community, you know, we grow up around that, but I don't know. I looked at it differently. I don't think we should be, you know, we should be supporting that. I don't know if I align that. Like,
Yeah, he's always been ahead of the curve, for real. But it's just because he think for himself. Like even with the like I don't support Trump. I didn't support Trump either. You know what I mean? But now seeing like how we were so anti-Trump, and then to get Joe Biden and he's literally just Trump again, it's just like, what was the point? What was the whole point of hating this dude just to get another guy in there that's the exact same?
I didn't think Biden running shit. It's the vice president really doing shit.
Like, dude got on, it was the exact same person. Like, I'm like, oh man, we gotta get Trump out the office just for this guy to get in there, lie, call people the great Negro and be racist and this, that, you know what I mean? Trump was supporting the KKK and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I still can't respect nothing but him. But it's just like, even with Kanye supporting him against knowing everybody was gonna hate him, this, that, it put him on a presidential stage and stuff like that. And I really feel like, I think Kanye is low key a genius. Like,
he is.
As much as I don't hate to say it, but it's like he's really just a genius. Like, the moves he makes is always 2 steps ahead of the music game, the political game, like the media. Like, he literally stays so many steps ahead, and it's like, it's crazy. It's really just crazy to watch. But yeah, the man's a genius, and he's not a plague. He doesn't. The things he doesn't ruin the black community, like NBA YoungBoy, Kodak Black, majority of
Migos,
rappers. You know what I
really
mean?
90%
Oh
of them.
shit!
Really 90% of them. Really?
Yeah, like 90% of rap. It would mainstream rap, because that's what supported is killing, murder of our people. You know what I mean?
Taking perks.
Exactly, taking perks. I just popped a bean and I'm on a helicopter. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Alright.
that's what music is now, and it's a plague. I can't say I don't indulge in it, but
I can't, bro.
I also still hate how I know, because luckily I know I'm able to think above that. You know what I mean? But it's too many people that can't think for themselves, don't think for themselves, and I just know
the
that's
young
gonna hurt.
group. The young group that don't got that type of state of mind is going to be the one that hurt the most.
And they gonna, and before they really wake up and get to think for themselves, it's gonna be because they in trial for assaulted battery yard.
Yeah.
Because they
streets.
took the wrong drug one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Overdose, took something wrong, 1 2 minutes.
Yeah. Had to get their stomach pumped.
I'm still on the fact that freaking Juice WRLD took a freaking.
Oh, bro.
Even with that, because you know he's a young dude. You are making millions. Why do you have guns and drugs on a private plane?
And then downed them.
All of them.
Down the bag.
Like, come on, bruh.
Yeah, man. It's
I can't listen to that one
plague.
song where it's like, what the fuck is it? It's like
I still see the shadows in my room.
The pills are gonna kill me or some shit like that.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That shit was
man,
so
it's a sad
fucked,
case.
bro.
It's a sad
I was
one.
like, God
That's why-
damn, bro.
As
Like he talking about it in his music, and then it just happens.
Yeah. I still think one of the great things, and R.I.P. to Mac Miller, but I think he, as like an artist, his creative growth and his music is probably one of the best I've ever seen in an artist.
Facts.
Him growing and his music changes so much from where he started to like where he overdosed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never really listened to any of his music.
Oh man, it gets sad at the end. It changes, man. He starts.
Yeah.
It's clear that later on,
Something's going on.
all that partying and shit, all that like just living fast, living to have fun, all that stuff starts to get on his mental.
Yeah.
And
I think that's why you gotta have people around you that are gonna take care of you. Like, yeah, you got all this money. Yeah, you got, this lifestyle. But like, if you ain't got people that's gonna like watch after you and like make sure you in a good like spot, I don't think like it's worth it at the end of the day.
Bro, I still remember the lyrics to one of Mac Miller's. Y'all probably remember me saying this in the Discord call, but the one where he rap about he gonna need 5 hands to hold my finance. Y'all ever heard me say that? Like, bruh.
Nah, Mac Miller had some heat. Died to the wrong pill.
It's crazy.
The influence of rap music.
I bring this to you, la 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 live, man.
Dude, I watched this Tiny Desk the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
It was. He had a lot. I saw that too, and he clearly had a lot going on.
The mug had some heat. He was on that mug, had Thundercat on bass, killing it. I was like, okay, sure.
Man. Man, Mac Miller, man.
Rest in peace, big homie.
His riding through the city, blowing smoke out the window. Cops on patrol, they looking out for all the criminals. Like, bro, to
Boy,
man,
I tell you what, I really F with that song he had with Kendrick.
the one with Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Which one? He talking about he had a few. I think it was what was it? Fight the Feeling? Yeah. R.I.P. All right.
Kendrick's on now.
I think I'm gonna call that there.
It
I
is
think that was
1
it.
o'clock, I think.
It is. Oh, it's 12:30.
Might as well.
Might as well. GG's. I think this is a
GG's.
solid talk.
GG's.
We're gonna have another one. I already got the people planned to you heard me.
English.
They'll get their invitation. We're gonna do this again. I might change up the background. Y'all can't see it, but I'm looking at it. I might change the background. But all right, man, we talked about some crazy stuff. Man, that 9-year-old.
Yeah, that fucked me up. I kind of
R.I.P.
God
lost
damn.
my train of thought when.
Yeah, bro. That's insane. Well, I'm gonna see y'all. Thank y'all for being here.
What the